Alright, so we're out in my freezing cold, I don't know if you can see my fucking breath, out in my freezing cold detached garage to do a video of my shop. So this is a shared garage, so this half is my neighbor's. I don't own a pink liquor sickle. But this is for insurance purposes, but I figured you garage journal guys would also enjoy this. So, we'll start over here. We got a Echo string trimmer. This model is a SRM 225. I've actually really liked that. It doesn't have quite as a high-pitched of a fucking sound as the stills do. So I like that. Got a John Deere mower. My old man works for John Deere, so he actually passed this down to me, and it's just a little Briggs model. It's nothing special. Let's see, a bunch of random fluids and garbage. There's a Council Tools Jersey-headed axe back here, and you're going to have to kind of stick with me on this. I'm not a videographer, and this is a phone, so it's going to be a little shaky. I just put this up. So this is a Harbor Freight 50-foot air hose reel. And what's interesting is, okay, so I'll show you the setup here. So back here in this corner, we have a 20-gallon 5-horse Charge Air Pro compressor. That line feeds along this blue here up to this auxiliary tank, which is a 10-gallon Harbor Freight tank, and it's got a different fitting in it that I swapped out so that it'll actually function for external air storage. Then it comes down, goes through this regulator filter, and then into the hose. So that's a pretty cool setup because it gives me 30 gallons at 5 horse, but it takes up very little space, and as you can see, this space is very limited. So let's see, nothing special here. Box of MREs, those are like 10 years old. This Craftsman bucket is full of a bunch of tools that I'm donating to my younger brother. Now, that's actually just a small portion of them, but I'm kind of upgrading in quality, so he's getting a lot of my tools that I started out with. Got an AC manifold, vacuum pump and manifold set here, bunch of random cleaning. I used to do auto detail work, so I got a bunch of leftovers from that, random cleaning chemicals and things like that. I just got this. This is a block grinder, 3rd horsepower, industrial rated Craftsman. That thing is really nice. I'm going to do a restoration on it at some point. It actually runs really well, but both this grinding disc and that wire wheel are pretty garbage. The wire wheel is really bad. It's really thin and frayed off, and it gets into the guard there and throws wires at me all the time. This one I think was probably fine. It's just getting kind of round, and I don't know how. I haven't ring tested it yet, so playing Russian roulette with my life. Right, so we'll do the box last. Let's go back here. So this is my 1994 Honda Magna that's got here we can take the cover off of it. It's not even a motorcycle cover, it's just a grill cover. So it's got quite a bit of custom stuff done to it that I've done myself. I bought it pretty much box stock. I just painted this motor black. So now I have the chrome accent on the black, which I'm really a big fan of. Up here, a couple motorcycle helmets, and then just some junk. Big Harbor Freight wire spool, various electrical wire. This I just picked up. So this is every pry bar that Wildy, or Wild, or however you fucking pronounce that, makes for Craftsman with the stripe bars. And then behind it, I don't know if you can see, I can't really take the bars off altogether with one hand and hold the camera, but this actually says Wild. It's engraved into the rack, so I bought this from HJE, And I thought that was really cool. So I got these out of the box, and these big 31 and 36s couldn't fit in the goddamn box anyway. It was a pain. Just got this nice Craftsman stool there. I got that transmission jack's not mine. That's a buddy's. Got a motorcycle jack, bunch of big 6-ton jack stands from Harbor Freight, MIG, and then this Power Zone 3-ton aluminum jack. Up here, we've got a welding helmet with my Porter Cable 7424 XP polisher. I've used that a ridiculous amount. This is a Skill plug-in drill. It's nothing special. Crappy bent-up old Craftsman vise that I bought for $5. A bunch of junk up here that doesn't matter. Okay, here's I got a Craftsman screwdriver holder with a whole bunch of their Western Forge screwdrivers. And then here is, basically I'm just running out of room for wrenches, and I bought these Pittsburgh long pattern wrenches. They're extra long, so they're like this. Let me get a tape measure because now I'm curious. But the longest one that is 1 inch is, let's see if I can feed this through here. Oh, I'm gonna burn my hand. Oh, rats. Sorry, I'm sure this is extremely annoying. 16 and a half inches, just about. So quite a lengthy wrench. So they take up a lot of drawer space. So the top half of the drawer is that, and then the bottom half, these are US Craftsman focus 6 points. I bought these because I thought, oh, it'd be cool to have a set of 6-point wrenches. These damn things are so small. I mean, they're just so tiny. They're really short, and they're really thin feeling, and I don't know. I'll probably never use them. Ooh, coffee. I need my coffee. Get cold. This is a Masterforce vise. Now, I'm 100% sure it's made by Wilton because Wilton sells the exact model. And you can see that this dynamic jaw will move and come all the way out. And then you can spin the vise around, and it can go back in here so that then you have this huge opening. I don't know what the measurement is on it, but you can get some really big shit in this vise. Ridiculously large, really. So, okay, let's do the box now. We're already 8.5 minutes in. Good. So this is a Milwaukee combo kit that I just purchased from True Value, and I got this. It's the brushed kit, but I got it for $150, which was cool. And it's got the let's get some of this shit out of here. It's got the M18. Here's the impact and the drill driver, and they both have batteries. They're both 1.5 amp hour batteries. And then I bought this Makita kit to drive this driving kit here. If I can get it open. There we go. God, I'm a horrible cameraman, but don't have to be a good one. So this is, got this on Amazon, and it's a really nice kit. I've used it a little bit already, and the bit driver or bit holder is awesome. It's very strong. This box just has truck parts in it right now. So we got my Craftsman magnetic trays, random junk trays. Back here I have 3 torque wrenches in there. A couple of them are in boxes, but they're I have a Tecton 1/4 inch drive, a KD Tools 3/8 drive, and a Craftsman 1/2 inch drive. Some spare wrench holders, some brad bits, these max access wrenches. I got 3 sets of these that I picked up to gift to people because I think they're really cool. All right, top drawer on the left. So this is a screwdriver drawer. Starting from left to right, we have pretty much all Craftsman stuff here. We got some of the regulars that are left over from the kit that's mounted over there, a little bit of comfort grip stuff. This is all the Phillips, and then this random Stanley bit driver, and this Evolve socket driver. We've got Allen keys, short and long, an impact screwdriver from Harbor Freight. This is some Torx. They're the Western Forge. It's a mixture of Craftsman and Husky. I ordered Craftsman from Epstein, and they sent me a mix because I guess they probably ran out of the Craftsmans. So on the flathead side, I've got a few of the professionals that I was able to pick up from Epstein while they still had them. The rest of them are regular Craftsman or comfort grip, and then we got one left over just beating on Harbor Freight one. I don't really like to abuse my Craftsman stuff. I know people buy Craftsman just to abuse them, and I'm a little bit more of a fan than that. So, plier / crescent wrench drawer. So we got two Craftsman Professional 10-inch adjustables. This one's the beak jaw. This one's the regular jaw. That beak jaw is freaking nice. And then this is an older Stanley that I've got. Surprisingly not bad. Pretty tight. The little Home Depot one's garbage. Some Fiskars scissors, some Midwest snips, some Harbor Freight long nose pliers. Same with these needle nose in the back here. They're just junky Harbor Freight. I don't like them. I got some Western Forge Craftsman regular pliers. So I got needle nose, 6-inch dikes, 6-inch slip joints, 9.5 inch or 9 3/4 inch arc joints, and then the same thing, the professionals in a 9 3/4 arc joint, although these have a different jaw design on them. And then I've got a 13-inch of the regular, and then I've got a set of the 8-inch professional bent dikes, some Vice Grip brand Vice Grips. They're Irwins, but I think they're Chinese Irwins. Harbor Freight snap ring pliers. Just picked these up last week. They're Craftsman Professional USA strippers. Very nice. Much better than the Tecton garbage that I replaced. Got some Klein automatic strippers. Irwin makes the same ones, and I mean just with a different handle, and they have a crimp thing in them. And the only differences I could find were A, the Klein's had a better cutter in the handle, and B, this setup at the top just seemed a little better to me. It's almost identical, but I just felt a little bit more comfortable keeping the Klein's. And then I've got the Irwin NWS power slot snips here. These things they're monsters. And then these are Craftsman Western Forge lineman's pliers. Empty right now. I'm doing some reorganization, so I don't actually remember where everything is at the moment. So here's my pneumatic drawer. So I've got an IR 231HA. This is the hand air version. And then I've got a Nyko adjustable speed die grinder. And then the rest of this is just like Harbor Freight blowguns and cheap trash. This is a U-pole. This was an undercoating gun that came with a truck bed liner that I bought. Oh, I've got an air chisel from Harbor Freight. I'm sure that's terrible. I don't know why I bought that. Here I have Harbor Freight sockets, impact sockets. So I've got the standards that go up really high, and then the metrics. They're kind of a spotty, they skip a lot. But I got these stubbies, and again, this is another mistake. I got to stop shopping at Harbor Freight. These are not stamped, so as soon as this wears off, which it will, these are all going to become useless. So good. The rest of them, at least, are stamped rather than they don't have a etching or a marking or paint or anything. So they're a pain in the ass to see what size they are. I don't like them. but they're good for the money. I mean, they're strong. I've beat the shit out of them, but and then these are just kind of on the rail because they're in here. But these are Craftsman, Chinese Craftsman 1/2-inch drive. I need to move these down to the regular drawer, regular socket drawer. Okay, this corner, I've got a Fat Max tape. Oh, this thing is cool. So I just picked up this new magnetic pickup tool from Craftsman. This is another US made, sort of last of its kind. This damn thing is so strong. The magnet in this will pick up, like I used it to pick up those 13-inch arc joint pliers, which are kind of heavy beasts. Didn't even phase it. Picked it up like it was nothing. Fat Max utility knife, random safety glasses, tire gauge, motive cable luber, Bushnell. What the hell is that? I think that's a level. It's a laser level, but I don't recall for sure. This drawer's got a bunch of gloves in it, which I should be wearing now because my hands are freezing. A Pittsburgh gasket scraper. It's trash. I shouldn't have bought that. A couple wire brushes. Nothing of any financial consequence. Okay, we have a Craftsman compression testing kit. Cheapo fuel pressure tester, a crappy spark tester. This one doesn't work very well. And then this, which I don't remember where I got this. And then this is a random, this is just sort of an all-purpose gauge from Harbor Freight. I've used that a couple times. It seems fine. Some AC quick disconnects, fuel line disconnects. And then another empty drawer for right now. So this is the big drawer. This is the monster. So the way this is arranged, we have metric on the left, standard on the right, and then from front to back is 1/4 inch back to right now just 3/8. Oh no, there's 1/2 inch rail in here. Or no, there's 2. Okay, I've just been rearranging this, so I can't remember what I have where. So crappy Harbor Freight stubbies, another purchase. You notice the trend here, right? Like buying Harbor Freight things and then regretting buying them because they're really cheap. But this is like, it's not really got a fine enough tooth on it. So if you're going to be in a tight area that you need a stubby, you kind of need the fine tooth. So that was kind of stupid. A bunch of extensions that are all either Pittsburgh or Craftsman. We have Carlisle 1/4 inch drive. Just got this, haven't used it yet. Seems really sweet. I like the full grip on this. It's far more comfortable than, say, like this Evolve that's got this little 3-finger thing. Although this isn't bad. And then a Harbor Freight flex head 1/4 inch. Craftsman oil filter wrench. I love this thing. This is way better than those wraparound kinds. This one's a monster. 1/4 inch drive. Right now, all of this is Evolve or Craftsman. So this is some US made Craftsman here. These 12 points. Everything is 12 point except for some of the 1/4 inch drive. But I just ordered about 50 6-point Carlisle sockets in 3/8 and some 1/4 inch, so that'll get replaced. These are Nyko hex and Torx. Again, cheap, shouldn't have bought them. I've already broke one of the Torx off, and the hex are still doing okay. They like to round though. Random adapters, universal joints, an Evolve spark plug socket. Here's all my 3/8 extensions and universals, 3/8 ratchets. So this is a Stanley. This is one of those that you can adjust the length, extendable. This is a Harbor Freight Flex, just like that 1/4 inch. This is a Carlisle Power 90, just like the 1/4 inch. Again, new, haven't been used yet. Evolve 3/8. I've had this Evolve, this one for about 10 years. I just lubed it yesterday for the very first time. It's been good though. This Evolve was a replacement. I broke the 1/4 inch, so I went and bought another one. 1/2 inch, we got a flex head Harbor Freight. And then this is actually a 3/8 too, but I just keep it over in the corner. This is a Stanley that you twist the handle and it rotates the head. I bought it in high school because I thought it'd be useful, and then I've never used it once. On the standard side, same thing, 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2, with mostly being Evolve with a little US Craftsman thrown in there. And then one Chinese Craftsman breaker bar. This thing is actually a monster. I have broken my father's Mac breaker bar without a cheater pipe on it, doing ball joints. That I had with this jack handle on it, which is about 4 feet long, and had every ounce of strength I had running through that breaker bar, and broke the threads out of a nut rather than breaking that bar. So it's a really strong bar. I love it. Right, metric wrench drawer. So I have the Carlisle long pattern anti-slip wrenches. These weren't cheap, but they are very nice wrenches. I got some cheapo tool shed line wrenches. I don't use them enough to buy quality. Here, I just picked these up. Napa was running a deal on them, $15 for a 5-piece set of the Gear Wrench X-Beam XL ratchet wrenches so it's 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So those are pretty cool. Here's some more gear wrench, and 1 or 2 Pittsburgh that are mixed in here. These are the regular ratcheting wrenches, not the reversibles. They're okay. I mean, they are Chinese. I've had them for a couple years. I got them on sale at Sears, and I don't hate them. They're all right. In this side, I have another combo set, so I need to kind of pick which one of these to leave in here, and it's going to be those, but I'm going to find a use for these too. This is a Craftsman. These are the Max Axis wrenches. Let me see if I can show these off a little bit. So these are a long pattern, full polish Craftsman wrench, and they've got, focus, you fuck, steel AVE's line there. So if you can see, the jaws are not straight. They have a bump. So they dip here, and then they come back up. And the reason for that is, let me grab a 14 and show you. The way these fit a fastener, it's really funky. But, well, if you can see that, it doesn't grip the traditional way. It actually, that bump moves the force off the corner and into the center of the bolt. So it's an anti-slip design, and it's designed not to round off corners. So I had to chase down these metric ones. The standard ones is the same thing, and I bought a bunch of those from Sears Outlet. The metrics I got lucky enough to buy off of a Garage Journal member. So, and then back here we have 2 regular Craftsman wrenches filling out the set, a 20 and a 22. The 20 is Chinese and the 22 is US. Race panels. Standard drawer, similar kind of thing. Carlisle's, same 13-piece set, same gear wrench set, same gear wrench set, same line wrench set, and same Max Axis set, except they're in a roll. Okay, Craftsman timing light, Wagner heat gun, cheapo tool shed infrared thermometer, Craftsman master thread restorer kit. I got an easy cowl. This guy here from eye gauging. I just picked up this Irwin multi-spline extractor set. Happy to have those around. me the warm and fuzzies. All right. Here we have an Evolve file set. Is this a Craftsman or is this a Harbor Freight? That is a Craftsman seal puller, U.S. made. Got some Harbor Freight. I don't remember what you call these funky pry bar things. A Craftsman professional scratch-all, Lansky sharpening puck, Bead Pro tire breakers for doing motorcycle tire swaps, which I shouldn't have done that. I should have just paid somebody to do it. Fucking sucked. Pittsburgh chisels, hate these things, way too soft. I think that's a Pittsburgh puller. All right, this drawer just got upgraded. So in the bottom here we have a DeWalt bar, and then we have an Estwing cat's paw. This is a Trusty Cook Slimline S1 dead blow. From the bottom we have a whole bunch of new Craftsman Vaughan made U.S. hammers. So you have a 16 ounce. These two are 16 ounces. This one's a rip claw. This is a curved jaw head, or curved claw head, or whatever. These are Trusty Cook dead blow ball peens, 26 ounce and 32 ounce. These are those same Craftsman ball peens, 24 and 12 ounce. Pittsburgh Engineer hammer. That's actually something I don't regret buying. That thing's a tank. And then the Craftsman soft face, 12 ounce. Oh, this drawer has one rubber mallet in it and a grease gun, so that's one of those that just got emptied. Here's a junk drawer, small odds and ends, scraper, terminal cleaner, some glue, flashlights. Got two. This is a thread pitch gauge. There's also two sets of Craftsman feeler gauges in here somewhere, both a straight and a curved set. This is all AC stuff that's got dye that's leaked all over it. I'm just basically ruining the drawer. More wire brushes, electrical stuff, Craftsman picks, cheap pickup reach tool, tape, electrical fittings, etc. More electrical stuff, heat shrink tubing, some vacuum connectors, a Craftsman, oh Christ, multimeter, some pipe dope, that kind of shit, soldering iron, random pieces of sandpaper, and junk like that. Oh good, I'm not going to be able to get in these drawers. More sanding stuff and trim removal tools. And last but not least, the cheapo Harbor Freight die grinder with a bunch of random, cutting discs and grinding discs. And then this is some pneumatic Scotch-Brite stuff for my die grinder. Some cartridge rolls to help do some head porting here soon. Well, all right. Oh, let's see here. Also have the little paper towel roll thing with a magnetic tray with a lid on it, a nice deep one. Got a couple of magnetic bars here I haven't put to use yet. Just starting to sticker bomb this guy. All right, well, it's getting cold as shit, so that's pretty much my tool collection. This is a 30-minute video, so for insurance purposes... Oh, there's more shit in the basement. Well, that's all woodworking stuff, so we'll just leave that for another time. But thanks for watching.